I think we've seen other examples, or like even like inherited other examples, right, where you start that process, but you never actually get off of the legacy system. And so now you're in a much worse spot where you're kind of like, you've got two systems and you're trying to straddle them, and your system of record is partially in the mainframe and partially in this new system, that becomes really really messy. And so I think that's where, we certainly don't want to get stuck in that position. But if you've ever worked in that, like those types of environments, like that becomes like a very difficult situation to kind of work out of.
I think I'm hearing like a little like hidden constraint slash requirement to Strangler Fig, particularly where it's like you need to have not just political will for the project, but over like the long haul. Like there's needs to be some amount of like continuity from, program policy coming down, that this project's important and this method is what we're doing it. We're committed.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's totally right. Because like, if almost by definition, if you're employing the Strangler Fig pattern, right, like you're dealing with some kind of like long running modernization effort. So yes, like absolutely need that sort of like top down buy-in. And then, but it's also what we talked about, again, like so much of this conversation today has been about trust, right? And like, what do teams do, like a non-technical perspective, but like teams also need to sustain that energy, right? And they sustain that energy by delivering.